Hello. So, I guess I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna be doing since, well, I don't even know what I'm doing with this YouTube channel, but I felt, hey, why not play a video game? So I decided that I'm gonna be playing one of my favorite games of all time, Pac-Man Party. So, as a party game, of course, or a party game for the Wii of that matter, there are multiple different ways that you can of course play. You have a story mode, a party mode, play with friends, mini games in order to just play the mini games that the game provides, rewards, and classic games, which has older games like such as like the original Pac-Man, original Galaga, and original Dig Dug. Because yeah, Namco. Anyways, for this, I am mostly just gonna play, well, the story mode. Unless I get people to play this with me, at which point then I'll probably do party mode with them. But with this video series, I'll just be doing the story mode. So anyway, the story mode is essentially just, well, it's a good way to explain how like the game works and all that stuff, as well as kind of just trying to add on a story to it, as the name would suggest. But anyways, I'm just gonna voice everything, because yeah. So yeah, this is Greenwood Grove. Stories are like cookies. Some are sweet or hard to swallow, and everyone has a favorite. What about the most delicious cookie in the world? Well, that story begins here, in beautiful Greenwood Grove. The recipe's a secret written in a letter addressed to Pac-Man. A letter? It's from Mr. Cookie at the Pac-Doc Cookie Company. Dear Pac-Man, a thief is planning to steal my recipe. The recipe for the world's most delicious cookie. Here it is. Keep it safe. Guard it with your life. Don't... Give me that! Too slow, slack man. Hey, that's... ghost! Dear Pac-Man, secret recipe. Ha! Just what I need. That's my letter. Give it back. Oh, you want this back? You're gonna have to chase me. Chase you? Let's play a game, Pac-Man. A cookie game. You picked the wrong subject. Cookies are my specialty. Prove it. You may get back your precious recipe. Get ready. Yeah, so, story, I guess. Anyways, welcome to Pac-Man Party. This, if I were to describe how this game works, it's a mix of Pac-Man, or no, it's a mix of Pac-Man, Mario Party, and Monopoly. So, here's a tutorial. Okay, let's start the game. Collect 12,000 cookies and return to this space first to win. Let's decide how many spaces to move. Are you ready? Here we go. So yeah, look at player positions and castles on the map. Confirm with A when you are ready to proceed. So, at the beginning of every single turn, you're brought to this little menu, which will show you how many cookies you need to win, where every player is, where all sorts of stuff is, and how many cookies, castles, and power cookies that every player has. Everything will, of course, be explained as we go forward. And this is how you choose how many spaces to move. You essentially, there are multiple little mini games that you could play that will, of course, allow you to choose where you go. But, excuse me, before we move, let's look at your cookie counter. These numbers are your cookies and the cookies needed to win. Get cookies at the Cookie Factory and in mini games. This is the number of spaces you own castles on. You get cookies at the Cookie Factory based on this number. In other words, build castles to get more cookies. Use the map at the bottom right to see where everyone... Yes. That's it. Now let's get moving. So yeah, for every roll, it'll only follow the player that rolled the highest. And of course, depending on how many spaces you move, you can go to different places. This is a millionaire's manor. You may get lucky. With certain event places like this, you will essentially go into a sort of minigame where you're given 4 different options to pick from, which will give you different things. You're not getting any thinner, you're a cookie winner. One of these is, of course, just to give you a bunch of cookies, which, of course, is always good, because that's how you win. But as you see here, I landed on a blank spot. So yeah, stop on a free space or free castle, and it's yours. When multiple players stop here, only one will get the castle. Who's going to be the lucky one? My voice. Anyways, so yeah, if you land on an empty spot, you only get a level 1 castle, while if you land on one of those gray towers, you'll get a castle that will be equal to the level of that castle. So yeah, also, depending on what place you're in, you'll get a crown if you're in first place. Looks like the turn has come to an end. Repeat these steps to process through the game. Yeah, unlike Mario Party, there isn't a mini-game at the end. If you want a mini-game to happen, you have to land on someone's castle. At which point then a little battle will happen, and whoever wins will be decided on who wins the minigame. I keep on getting such low numbers. But I think this will give me the free castle. I think. Yeah, it will. So of course, Blinky here also got a free castle. He got a level 3. But the thing is that I got this level 2 castle that was right next to my level 1, meaning that they fused to create a level 3 castle. Which is another thing. Oh yeah, I think that just explained how battles work, but how I explain it is that when 2 players land on the same castle space, what'll happen is that they'll go into a minigame, and then basically there will be a defending and an attacking side. If the defending wins, the attacker will lose cookies. Well, if the defender wins, if the attacker wins, the defender will lose cookies and the attacker will gain control of the castle. If the defender wins, the attacker will just lose cookies. Finally, a high number. And Blinky gets the lowest. See, now the camera's following me since I got the higher number. See, I got to land at an event spot. Yep. A tarot pen. So yeah, just like with the Millionaire's Manor, this will give you 4 different options. But the thing is that the Millionaire's Manor will always give you something good, while this one will give you 50-50, either you'll lose or you win. I lost because, oh my god. Because of course. Anyways, yeah, if you land on your own castle, you'll get 100 cookies times the level of the castle. So yeah. This isn't going too well. Oh yeah, also, a lot of these moving mini-games can be heavily manipulated, because if you have good timing, you can usually get pretty good. Except for that one with the balls, that one's just, like, really weird. I don't know how to do that one, other than just let luck happen, I guess. But yeah, this right here is also a special, like, event place. Essentially, actually, I won't explain it. I will wait. I will wait until it actually happens. Also, this is what happens when 2 players land on a free space or a empty castle. We essentially have to choose to see whoever gets the castle. I win because 50-50, bam, I'm gamer. So yeah, I got a free level 1 because there was only 1 space. And the thing is that when this happens, you don't actually go into a battle, which is pretty neat. Oh yeah, got the 8. So yeah, the highest that you can move is 8 spaces in this game. So yeah, unlike usually in like a Mario Party game, usually you just roll a die and then you see where you go. Of course, like with this game, there's only 8 spaces. 8 spaces is the maximum you can move, which is more than a die. So I don't know why I said only 8. Anyways, so yeah, a lot of the time, the beginning like turns of this game are usually the most eventful. Like we have yet to go into a mini game yet in this game. Oh yeah, this one was the one that I was talking about with like, I have no idea how you could like get a good number on this other than just random chance. Also, wow, Blinky's kicking my ass. And like, yeah, it sure didn't help that I lost 500 cookies from the tarot tent, but like, wow, I am sucking. But hey, look at that! Free castle, level 5 at that. Oh yeah, also, how many spaces the castle takes up will be dependent on how many, of course, like, how many, or like what level it is. So yeah, level